What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news report video. And in this video we will talk about Ousmane Dembele because it looks like that his price dropped so much that Liverpool again are interested in Ousmane Dembele because Barcelona really want to offload him. They had many problems with Ousmane Dembele and his attitude in the past 2 years, and Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp especially is a big fan of Dembele. And if there is one manager in the world who can fix up Dembele's attitude and get him on the right track, because I still think that he has world-class potential, but he hasn't fulfilled that potential for whatever reason at Barcelona. He just lost his way a little bit. But if Liverpool can get him for around 45-50 million pounds, then Jurgen Klopp believes that he can fix up Dembele's attitude and nurture that talent and bring out the best from him. Because Jurgen Klopp's flirtation with Dembele over the years has been very public. Jurgen Klopp even tried to sign Dembele from Rennes before Dortmund actually signed him. But then of course he went to Barcelona because of that Neymar transfer. Barcelona were desperate to bring someone in and they brought in Dembele for a huge fee. And I think the transfer fee and the pressure probably got to him. And also because he's pretty young, he's pretty inexperienced, he didn't handle himself in the best of ways at Barcelona, so Barcelona want to get rid of him, and apparently his price is around 45-50 million pounds. And if Liverpool can't get the Timo Werner transfer on the line, which is still in the balance, then Liverpool will turn to Dembele. So what do you think about the Ousmane Dembele? Do you think his attitude is not good enough? Do you think Liverpool should steer clear of him? Or do you think that Jurgen Klopp can get the best out of Dembele and Liverpool should pursue this transfer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy these transfer news updates, leave a like and of course turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And Jurgen Klopp made comments about Dembele in the past where he hinted that he would be interested in him as a player. But apparently there was a personal altercation between Dembele and Klopp, because Dembele, when he played for Dortmund, he was renting Jurgen Klopp's former house that he lived in Dortmund previously before he became Liverpool manager. And apparently Dembele made a huge mess in Jurgen Klopp's house and Jurgen Klopp made an angry phone call to Dembele. Because he probably has his phone number. And according to the Marca newspaper, Dembele's asking price is around 50 million pounds by Barcelona, and Barcelona are desperate to get rid of Dembele, so they are offering him to many various clubs including Liverpool. And Dembele is only 22 years old, but he essentially burned his bridges, burned his ties at Barcelona because of his code of conduct. He was sometimes oversleeping and not even turning up at training, but sometimes he just wasn't in the right frame of mind. And apparently he is a gamer and he has played a lot of FIFA, and that hindered his progress because sometimes he wasn't fully focused on his football career. And at this top level you need to be fully focused at the absolute top of football. Sorry, Dembele is now 23 years old. He just turned 23 in like 2 weeks before this video. And Dembele had a very good season last season where he scored 14 goals in 42 games. And this season he of course suffered an injury pretty early on in the season, so we really shouldn't judge Dembele's career on just this season alone. He only played 9 games for Barcelona, and I think Dembele has an incredible physique, that he is very fast, very strong. He can beat defenders with pace, with ease, and I think Liverpool need a really good backup player who is very similar to Mane and Salah, because if we sign Dembele we could straight away swap him in with Mane or Salah when either of them needs a rest, if they are out injured or if they are away for the Africa Cup of Nations. And Liverpool are in desperate need of another very good attacking player who can contribute with goals and assists. And I think Dembele would be a devastating player in Liverpool's really fast-paced counter-attacking style of football that Jurgen Klopp likes to implement. And according to reports, In Spain, Liverpool have reignited their interest in Ousmane Dembele. Mundo Deportivo also claim that Jurgen Klopp could move for the French international if the Timo Werner transfer proves difficult. The one problem with Dembele, besides his attitude, is that he's quite injury prone. He suffered already 2 serious injuries at Barcelona. As I said, this season he only played 9 games, and in his first season at Barcelona he only played 23 games in all competitions because of another injury, and he only scored 4 goals in those 23 games. But as I said, if there is a manager who can improve and fulfill Dembele's potential, it's Jurgen Klopp, and he arguably could help the youngster much better than anybody else to put his Barcelona spell behind him. And also with Salah, Mane, Firmino as the established front three, Dembele wouldn't be under so much pressure to perform as a starting player straight away. So Jurgen Klopp could take his time with Dembele, nurture him, develop him, get him accustomed to how Liverpool play, get him tactically more aware of what Liverpool are doing and what a player like Dembele needs to do in the Liverpool starting lineup. And I mean, if you compare Dembele's last season with Xherdan Shaqiri's last season, for example, I think that's where Dembele could replace Shaqiri in the squad. They played, Shaqiri made 38 appearances for Liverpool, 9 fewer than Dembele, but scored 7 goals less than Dembele. And Dembele's playing style probably suits Liverpool much better than Xherdan Shaqiri. He's blessed with blistering pace, he's very direct, he likes to run at defenders, and I love those kind of wingers. Comparisons with Salah do not make for such good reading, obviously, because Salah is just a goal machine. He scored 13 more goals than Dembele last season, as well as providing 3 more assists. But Salah is another main man at Liverpool, and the Klopp system suits him very well. And I think against the bottom half of the Premier League and even in some cup games, Liverpool could actually put Salah in the center as a center striker. Sometimes Salah can play there. Mane on the left, Dembele on the right, and Firmino behind them as a kind of an attacking midfielder, because Firmino used to play as an attacking midfielder at Hoffenheim, and he can certainly play there. He likes to drop deep anyway, to get the ball and to spray the ball around. And I think that would be a devastating counter-attacking team. Can you imagine how much pace that front three would have? Mane, Salah and Dembele. That would really frighten any defender, because the one thing that the defenders hate defending against the most is pace and direct wingers who like to run at the defenders, take them on and take them on one-on-one and try to beat them with pace, with trickery, with dribbling skills. And all 3 of them, Mane, Salah and Dembele, have all of that in their lockers. They can get at defenders, and I like this. I really like this front line, to be honest. And Liverpool have been linked with Paris Saint-Germain right back Thomas Meunier recently in a French news outlet, and the Belgian is out of contract at the end of the season. So far the Ligue 1 champions Paris Saint-Germain have shown 0 sign of extending his terms, despite the player previously wanting to extend his contract. And this is what he said in an interview: "My ambition is to stay at Paris Saint-Germain next season. The club knows this and it has been discussed. We have a group that is super cool with a fairly young team apart from 2-3 old players. It's fairly homogeneous. If one day I had been told that I was going to play with players who can be Ballon d'Or world famous players, I would probably have never believed it. For me, the Belgian championship was already something very good. So maybe Thomas Meunier is a little bit punching above his weight, but I still think that he's a very good right back. Would he be happy to be just backup as a 28-year-old player to Trent Alexander-Arnold? I'm not sure, but I think joining Liverpool would be such a massive thing for Meunier. Is he good enough? I think he is good enough to play as a second choice player. And if a major injury happens to Trent Alexander-Arnold, yes, we have Neco Williams, but if you want to regularly compete for the Premier League and the Champions League, probably you need another experienced right back at your club. Because what if Trent suffers a long-term injury, God forbid, I don't want that to happen, but Liverpool should prepare for every scenario possible. And if Trent goes out for like 5 months, what happens then? Do you trust Neco Williams to perform week in, week out for like 4 or 5 months in the Premier League and in the Champions League? I don't think that he's up to that job just yet. He's just too young and probably too inexperienced to handle these major competitions, the Premier League and the Champions League. But Meunier at 28, and as a free transfer, I think it makes all kinds of sense for Liverpool to go for him. But I'm not sure if Liverpool are seriously interested in him. But I think they should be. On a free transfer, you don't get many players who are as good and as experienced as Thomas Meunier. And now, especially with Liverpool and many other clubs in a very like cautious financial situation, I think Liverpool should prefer pre-signings, pre-free transfers and pre-contract signings. That's what I meant to say. Before spending 20-30 million pounds on a backup right back. So let me know what you think about this, but that is my opinion. And Trent Alexander-Arnold made a very interesting prediction for the Merseyside derby, which will be Liverpool's first game back when the Premier League resumes. This is what he said: we've got massive games ahead of us, but we need to stay focused on ourselves. Obviously, circumstances won't be the same as how we left them, and the conditions won't be the same, but it is what it is. It's football. We need to try our best to adapt to that, and I'm sure when the time comes to play matches again, we will be ready for that and as sharp as ever. Hopefully we will get straight back into winning ways, push on and see what we can do for the rest of the season. So that's a brilliant thing by Trent Alexander-Arnold to say. And Harvey Elliott, a 17-year-old youngster, gave a very interesting interview to James Pearce where he actually revealed that Real Madrid invited him to get a tour of their stadium and also the training facility last summer, because Real Madrid were very interested in signing Harvey Elliott. And Elliott was still at Fulham at the time, he wasn't a Liverpool player. And Real Madrid apparently offered Elliott the chance to meet Sergio Ramos. But guess what? Harvey Elliott said no thanks, he declined the offer and he said, no, it's okay, thanks, I don't like him after what he did to Mo Salah. Because even then Elliott was a massive Liverpool fan, and I think that's just a brilliant story that I wanted to share with you guys. And I think like 99% of Liverpool fans absolutely hate Ramos after what he did, quite deliberately injuring Mohamed Salah in the Champions League final. And by the way, today is the 1-day anniversary of the Champions League final where Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-0 to win their 6th European Cup, 6th Champions League, 6 times. Let's talk about 6, baby, as Jurgen Klopp said in his post-match interview after that Champions League final. So happy 1-year anniversary to all the Liverpool fans around the world, and we are the best team in the world, still the Champions League winners, Champions League holders, and until the Champions League is completed this season, Liverpool still have the title. So I really had some special memories of last season, but this season I think if Liverpool win the Premier League, it will be even more special because of that long wait. I mean, just recently I've been talking with my girlfriend and I told her that I've been watching Liverpool for like 17 seasons now. Maybe this is like the 18th season. The first season that I properly watched like every game in the Premier League where Liverpool played was the 2002-2003 season. And Liverpool never won the Premier League title since I started watching Liverpool, and I think many Liverpool fans watching this video have the same feeling. So I still can't quite believe that we are about to win the Premier League. We just need 1 or 2 wins to confirm the title. And Jurgen Klopp said that Liverpool will be 100% ready for the Merseyside derby against Everton. It has been positive to be back with the boys, but that was the main thing we have all been missing. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said to Liverpool's official website. We don't have to be match fit now. We try it with increasing intensity day by day, but we have to be fit on the 19th or the 20th, whichever day they will give us against Everton. I think that's the moment when we want to be at 100%. It's around about 3 weeks until then. That's good. We want to use that and we will. It's our pre-season. We don't expect a long break in between the seasons. So this is a very important period for us. We never had 9 weeks without football training in our lives since we played football pretty much. That's all different but interesting as well. We enjoy the situation, it's really good, and it makes all the difference for us, to be honest, to come together and have this hour or two here together. You get this contact, feedback as well on the pitch directly, not via a computer or a screen. It's a massive lift for everybody. And Trent Alexander-Arnold confirmed as well that so far so good with everyone. It has been positive to be back with the boys. That was the main thing we have all been missing. It's just really positive. Everyone is in a good mood, good spirits. We are just happy to be back. Obviously it's safety first, so we have had to take precautions and take it seriously, but when we get into training it's good to be back to normal. And you can just feel watching any Liverpool interview or reading any Liverpool interview that everybody, Jurgen Klopp, the players, the staff, everybody is just itching to get back onto the pitch, to get back and hopefully to win the Premier League title, to finally confirm that Liverpool will be Premier League champions after a long 30-year wait. And yes, it has been even longer, because I mean a few days ago would have been the date of the Champions League final. The Premier League should have been already completed if it wasn't for the suspension. So I think the Liverpool fans and also the players, the manager, they are very impatient to get the season back on the way, and hopefully we can complete the season without any problems. And also I wanted to make a comment on Liverpool's former transfer target Mario Götze, who is leaving Borussia Dortmund at the end of the season. That has been confirmed. There has been rumors that Liverpool might be interested in signing him, but I don't think that was any very likely anyway. But journalist Neil Jones has stated that Mario Götze, of course, will not be moving to Anfield in the future. Jones told Gold website that Götze is a player that does not have the elite clubs in Europe, such as Liverpool, are looking at him, because Götze is way over his prime. And yeah, Götze will probably end up at a mid-table club in one of the major leagues, and I wish him all the best for the rest of his career. He has a good relationship with Jurgen Klopp, but he's just frankly not good enough to play for a Liverpool style club, Liverpool stature club, who are competing at the top end of a major league or at the top end of the Champions League. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.